Hi and welcome to another tutorial on InDesign. This time we're looking at how to do something really basic, which is add images to our InDesign file. So first thing to know is that there's lots of ways of doing this. Okay, so there's many ways to add. The main reason I'm doing this tutorial is because the way that seemed most obvious to me to do it, which was just copy and paste an image, just didn't work at all. And we'll have a look at that and why it doesn't work. So imagine we've got here some sort of project on cats. We've got our nice title here. We want to go and get an image of a cat. And so of course we go to Mr. Google and we say cat. And we go images. And we start looking, and then you remember that Mr. Horan said we've got to get really high quality images. So you go tools, size, and large. And so you say, this is the perfect picture of a cat. And you click on it. And if it were me guessing how to do it, I'd go right click, copy image, and then I would go back to InDesign. And I would go Control V. And oh my goodness, the cat is just enormous, okay? And so then I remember the first time I used InDesign, so then I would scroll out and I'd be saying, okay, oh my God, the cat's this big. We probably need the direct, and we need to maybe scale it down. We need to probably hold our shift key down so it's we probably need to move it over here, and then probably need to change the frame size, and all this sort of messing around just to get a picture of a cat. So obviously that's not the right way to do it. It works, and you can see the picture of the cat finally there, but it's really not very efficient. So let's get rid of that frame. So really the way you should do it is with frames, okay? So the idea is that you should be setting up your text and your pictures with frames normally. So you would say something like this. You would put a frame in there, and it should make a rectangular box. There it is. Don't know why it didn't work the first time. Okay, and so we've already done a copy, so we can just right click and we can go paste into. Now straight away we can see that at least it's contained. We can do something about the size. Now the next trick that you should know about is if you right click, you can go fitting, and you can try these different options yourself, but they're going to basically scale the cat so they fit in the frame, depending on a variety of different things. And so yeah, there you've got your picture of a cat. Pretty easy. Of course, that's probably not the best way of doing it. Probably what you want to do is you want to do a file save of the cat. At the very least, you would probably save the JPEG. So you would probably, on your browser, it would be a much better idea to go right click, save image as, and then it'll say cat somewhere, cat relaxing, in pictures, blah blah. So once you've done that, oops, sorry, it's a bit slow. Once you've done that, you can, oops, sorry, delete that frame. You can create a frame, file, place, pictures, there's my cat. Then obviously you have to go and rescale it. But that way you've got a copy of the picture on your hard disk, which I think is much preferable to just copying and pasting. So I would expect you not to do any copying and pasting. Now, as an added complexity, if you remember for your assessment task, you actually need to modify the image in Photoshop anyway. So probably none of this really is necessary for you anyway. So you're probably going to be adding stuff from Photoshop. So what you would be doing is you would be putting a frame in. Actually, you don't have to do that. You can go File, Place, and then I think I've got something in here. No, not there. What can I put in here? InDesign. Okay, so you select a. So I've selected a Photoshop file itself. Now this comes up with quite a nice display. What happens is you get the little icon there, and then I put my cursor down where I want the top left-hand corner. I drag out my frame, and it's already scaled to fit in there. Okay, so that is probably the methodology you should be using to place an image. And don't forget that this image is linked to the hard disk. So if you edit it or re-edit it in Photoshop, then those changes will be reflected directly on InDesign. So that is how you would probably place an image on your InDesign page. Good luck. Hope your assessment task is going well.